There's something unsettling about being a security guard. You're not just working late. You're watching places most people don't belong in after dark. Empty buildings, silent hallways, locked doors that are supposed to stay locked. And sometimes, you're not the only one watching. Here are 3 true disturbing security guard horror stories. I used to work night security for a corporate office building. Nothing special. 5 floors, mostly empty after 7 p.m. My shift was 10 to 6. Just me, a desk, and a patrol route every hour. The building had motion sensors tied into the system at the front desk. If something moved on any floor, it would ping the monitor. Most nights were dead quiet, until one night around 2:15 a.m. The 3rd floor sensor went off. That wasn't too unusual. Sometimes cleaning crews would come in late, but they always signed in. And that night, the log was empty. I figured maybe a mouse or something triggered it. Still, I had to check. So I grabbed my flashlight and headed up. The 3rd floor was accounting. Long rows of cubicles, low lighting, and those half walls that make everything feel boxed in. As soon as the elevator doors opened, I noticed something. One of the overhead lights was on. That shouldn't have been possible. Everything on that floor was supposed to be on a timer. I stepped out slowly. "Hello," I called. No answer. I walked toward the lit area, my footsteps sounding way louder than they should have. And that's when I saw it. A chair slowly spinning. Not fast, just gently turning, like someone had just gotten up from it. I froze, because there was no one there. I told myself it was air circulation. The building's AC could do weird things at night. Still, I checked the cubicles around it. Empty, desks untouched, no bags, no signs of anyone. Then the motion sensor went off again. Same floor, but a different section. I actually jumped a little when the alert popped up on my handheld. That meant something else had moved. Further in, I didn't want to keep going, but I had to. As I walked deeper into the office, I started noticing something else. The lights were turning on, one by one, not all at once, just sections, lighting up as I got closer, like something was moving ahead of me, triggering them. I stopped walking, and the lights stopped turning on. The silence was heavy. Then I heard it, a single footstep, not mine, ahead of me. I whispered, "Who's there?" No response, so I backed up slowly, and as I did, one of the cubicle partitions shifted, like someone brushed against it. That was enough for me. I turned around and walked quickly back toward the elevator. I didn't run, but I wanted to. When I got back to the desk, I checked the cameras, and that's what made me quit the next day. Because on the 3rd floor camera, you could see me walking through the office, stopping, turning, backing up, but in the background, between the cubicles, something was moving, keeping pace with me, just out of view, like it didn't want to be seen, but didn't want me to leave alone either. I worked security at a hospital, night shifts, 12 hours, a lot of walking, a lot of quiet, and a lot of places you're not supposed to think too hard about. One of those places was the 4th floor. It had been shut down for renovations after some kind of incident years back. We were told it was off limits, locked doors, no access, Simple, except for one rule that always stuck with me. If the fourth floor alarm ever went off, do not go up there alone. Call it in. Wait for backup. I didn't ask why. I probably should have. One night around 3 a.m., I was doing my rounds when my radio crackled. Dispatch said, "We're getting movement on 4. My stomach dropped a little. I looked at the elevator panel. The fourth floor button lit up, like someone had just pressed it. I told dispatch I was on my way. They said backup was 20 minutes out. Now I know what you're thinking. Why didn't I wait? Because I was an idiot who didn't want to seem scared. So I went up. When the doors opened, it was completely dark. No emergency lighting, just black. I stepped out anyway. Security, I called. No response. The air felt stale, like the floor hadn't been touched in years. My flashlight barely cut through the darkness. And that's when I noticed the door behind me had closed hard. I turned around and hit the elevator button. Nothing happened. That's when I started to feel it. That heavy, watching feeling. Like the dark wasn't empty. Like it was full of something I couldn't see. I spoke into my radio. Dispatch, I'm on 4. Elevators not responding. No answer. Just static. Then a voice. Behind me. Not through the radio. Right behind me. You weren't supposed to come up here. I spun around so fast I almost dropped my flashlight. But nothing was there. Just darkness. I started walking backward toward where I thought the elevator was. Then I heard footsteps. Soft, dragging footsteps. Getting closer. I turned the flashlight toward the sound. And for a split second, I saw something. A shape, too tall and too thin, standing at the end of the hallway. Then the light flickered, and it was gone. I didn't think anymore. I just ran. I found the stairwell by pure luck and bolted down the stairs. When I got to the main floor, the doors slammed behind me. When backup finally arrived, they checked the fourth floor. It was locked and empty. No sign anyone had been there. But here's the part that still messes with me. When they reviewed the logs, the elevator had never gone to the fourth floor. Not once that night. Which means I shouldn't have been able to get up there at all. I worked overnight security at a storage facility. Rows and rows of units, metal doors, long narrow lanes. At night, it was dead silent, sometimes too silent. My job was mostly monitoring cameras and doing a drive-through patrol every couple hours. There were 12 cameras total. Camera 6 covered one of the back rows, and for some reason, it always made me uneasy. I couldn't explain it. It just felt off. One night, around 1:30 a.m., I noticed something on camera 6. A man standing in the middle of the lane. Just standing there. That alone wasn't normal. The facility was closed, and the gates were locked. No one should have been inside. I zoomed in. The image was grainy, but I could make out a few things. He wasn't moving, not shifting, not looking around, just standing perfectly still, facing the camera. I got on the intercom system. "Sir, this is security. You need to leave the premises immediately." No reaction. He didn't even flinch. I watched for another 30 seconds. Nothing changed. So I grabbed my keys and drove out to check. As I got closer to that row, I felt that same uneasiness. Like I shouldn't be there. Like I was interrupting something. I turned into the lane. and it was empty. No one there. I checked between the units. Still nothing. No open doors. No place to hide. I went back to the office, slightly annoyed now. Figured it was maybe a camera glitch. But when I checked the monitor again, he was back. Same spot. Same posture. Facing the camera. My stomach dropped because I had just been there. There was no way he could have gotten past me. This time, I didn't go out. I just watched. Minutes passed. Then suddenly, he moved. Not like a normal person. Not a step. Not a shift. He was just closer. Like he skipped distance. One frame, he was in the middle of the lane. The next, he was halfway to the camera. Still facing it. Still completely still. I felt cold all over. Then the screen flickered, and he was right in front of the camera, close enough that his face should have been clear. But it wasn't. It was blurred, like the camera couldn't focus on it, or didn't want to. Then, the feed cut out. Camera 6 went black. I sat there staring at the screen, not breathing. A few seconds later, I heard something behind me. A soft metallic click, like a door unlocking. I slowly turned around. The office door was open. I know I locked it. I always locked it. And standing just outside was a shadow, perfectly still, at the same height, the same shape as the man from camera 6. I didn't finish that shift. I grabbed my stuff and left. The next day, I was told camera 6 had malfunctioned overnight. They said it needed to be replaced. But I never went back because I couldn't shake the feeling that whatever was on that camera wasn't stuck there. It was just waiting for me to look away. Working security means being the one who watches over everything. But sometimes you realize someone or something might be watching too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe to True Terra, and turn on notifications. I post new videos every night at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And remember, just because a place is empty doesn't mean that you're alone.